Hello and welcome, Aquarius. Welcome to a reading where we look at the next 30 days of your life. I have got a whole lot of cards and decks on the table here in front of me. I want to get straight into it. And as I said to you, well, as I have mentioned, this is a timeless reading. What does that mean? It means that it doesn't matter when you find the video. It doesn't matter if you are watching it the instant I release it publicly, or if you find it 6 months later, or whenever it is that the algorithm brings it into your space. This is timeless. So, and if you've seen the title, you know what it's about, you know what we're going to be dealing with. I don't know yet because I haven't recorded it yet, obviously. But yes, let's see, what does the next 30 days have in store for you? Where does your focus need to be? What is important and significant for you to be aware of? We're going to start off with an oracle, and I have shuffled it before we started just to speed up the process. So getting you straight into our first card. I didn't even look. Oh, our first card, Aquarius, for you is the card of imagination. And it says to you across the bottom here, let your dreams take flight. So imagination and let your dreams take flight. So this is telling you that over the next 30 days, the theme for you is going to be on just not allowing yourself to be rigid, not allowing yourself to be stuck and trapped in the methods and processes of life, how it has been in the past, but it's going to be about it giving yourself permission to be free, to fly, to experience, to just live life the way that it is meant to be. So imagination, and Aquarius, we know that you guys have a really strong imagination, that you can get quite lost in the imaginative thoughts that you have in your head. And now this is Spirit encouraging you over the next 30 days to actually let it take flight, let your dreams. So if you are the kind of person who likes routine and structure and some kind of familiar process, this is Spirit saying maybe try and step out of that. We're not saying go against the grain, not at all, but we're saying let's not be so rigid. Let's not be so used to doing things the same way over and over and over again. If you come up with an idea to do something a little bit differently, or to try something a little bit differently, this is Spirit saying go for it. Absolutely go for it. There is so much freedom in this artwork. It is just absolutely amazing. I'm going to shuffle a tarot deck. Now that we have an idea of what your theme is for the next 30 days. And, imagination is a very broad term, isn't it? It's a very broad term. So what I want to know from Spirit now, in what area of life, in what aspect of your life do you need to be more imaginative? Where in your life does imagination need to step up? Where in your life do you need to be more creative? Because imagination to me is creativity. Because some people who can't be imaginative can't be creative either. It's almost like they go hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. And the key word was to let your dreams take flight. So I want to know from Spirit, while I'm shuffling this tarot, for you, Aquarius, is what are your dreams? What aspect or part of your life do you need to allow your imagination free? And just anything else that Spirit want to add around that. So cards are shuffled. I've cut the deck. Let's take one straight off the top. So Aquarius, the first card I have for you here is the Six of Cups. I love how they've all got their hands in the air. I feel like they're doing some kind of a dance. Can you see that? Like hands in the air, and then obviously she's got her hands in the air as well, and it's like, let's do the dance. Six of Cups is the card of helping others. It's the card of reminiscing. It's the card of thinking back to simpler times. And it is the card of daydreams, if we think about it, because reminiscing and being mindful or thinking about the past is daydreaming. And daydreaming is imagination. But I think that the message that I'm getting from this is, are your thoughts, are your memories, are your ideas of things that have happened in the past, are they positive or are they negative? Are you focusing on only the things that went wrong in your past, or are there some happy memories there as well? And when you allow yourself to let your imagination run wild around a situation, is it positive or negative? Where do you tend to fall? The Six of Cups is also the card of saying to you, if we are constantly holding on to the past and trying to do things the way they were in the past because it worked in the past, that creates almost a element of stagnancy. It creates an element of stuckness and stagnancy, and it almost prevents you from moving forward. So this is where imagination comes in, because we need to come up with new and creative ways of doing things. And it's not about it's not about saying that, our methods aren't accurate or aren't good or aren't anything, but it's just about recognizing that we're in a time of evolution. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the time of evolution. Everything is shifting. Everything is changing. Everything is, technology is just advancing at a rate of, I don't know what. It's crazy how fast things are changing. And we have to change too. Or should I say, you have to change, Aquarius. You have to keep up with that. So the Six of Cups is really the card of saying to you, pay attention to your thoughts of the past. Are you trying to hang on to the way things have always been? Are you living in that space, or are you quite happy and comfortable to progress forward in a different way? I have to giggle because this Four of Swords has come up so many times in this zodiac series that I'm doing at the moment. It's like the overall message, and obviously this is an important message for you, Aquarius. It's almost like Spirit is saying timing is everything. We need to be very aware of timing as far as where you are, okay? Are you in the past? Are you in the present? Are you in the future? Because only one of those three is the right place to be. Do you know which one it is? Do you, Aquarius? So if you are spending all your time and all your imagination living in the past, is that healthy? Is that where we need to be? No. We can reminisce and we can go to the past for brief moments of joy and happiness and all the rest of it, but then we need to come back to the present. On the other side of the coin, if you're allowing your imagination to take you too far into the future, okay, then you're missing the point. The point is about being present. The point is about being in the here and the now. And that's exactly what the Four of Swords is telling you. The Four of Swords is telling you, you are stable, you are secure. Right now, everything is okay. Don't go making unnecessary changes. Don't go, like, timing is everything about understanding where you are living versus past, present, or future. You want to be living in the now. You want to be living in this moment. And even though you're living in the moment, you can still allow your imagination free rein. You can still allow your imagination to come up with new and creative ways of doing things, of being things, of feeling things. It's important. Because when we spend too much time reminiscing, when we spend too much time comparing now with then, we're not actually making any progress. We're actually stalemating quite a bit. And Aquarius, that is something you don't want to be doing. The next card I drew for you is the Two of Coins. So if we look at this artwork, can you see how he is standing on this, I don't know, lizardy creature? He's standing on one leg. He's juggling, okay? He's got like everything. And it's funny how all your cards have got people with their hands up in the air. So Aquarius, he's juggling his money. He's trying to maintain equilibrium. He's trying to maintain his balance. He's trying to maintain his footing, okay? While he's juggling his money, while he's trying to navigate standing on a lizard and all of these things that he's doing. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to work out how much does he have and how much does he need to give, and how do you balance all of this? So the question I was asking around letting your imagination go, letting your dreams take flight, and realizing that you can do things a little bit differently. And I was asking, what area of life might this relate to? This has got to do with your doing, okay? Whatever it is you do, whether you're a scholar, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an employee, whether you're unemployed, whether you are retired, whatever your situation is, it doesn't matter. The thing that you do all day long, ask yourself, are you doing it in the way that you're doing it because it's what you've been told to do, because it's how you've always done it, or because it's just the way it is? Or have you reinvented something? I'm going to the reinventing, because Aquarius, you guys do, Aquarius in particular, you've got the way that your mind works is very unique in comparison to the rest of the zodiacs. And this is Spirit saying to you to use that, to use your imagination, to use your creativity, to use your thinking, to climb outside of a box, to color outside of the lines, and to come up with new ways, new methods, new processes of doing things. Even if it means juggling, even if it means balancing three things at once, you can do it. Out of all the zodiacs, you're probably the best one for the job, okay? So, but you're not going to change your life if you don't change your processes and change your methods. And if you don't throw the balls up in the air and say, hey, let's see what happens, okay? So Aquarius, this is Spirit saying to you, we can't live our lives in the same way as it's always been in the past, because then we're going to stay in that space forever. And that's not fair. That's not where you are. You need to use your imagination. You need to recognize timing is important. Timing is everything, but also that the time is right now for you to be making these changes. You don't want to be living in the past. You don't want to be living in the future. You want to live in today, in this moment, in this space. And this is what the Four of Wands is saying to you. Come up with new strategies, come up with new methods, come up with new processes, come up with ways of changing the things that you do for the better. For the better. One more tarot. And this one is the 10 of Coins. The 10 of Coins is what I like to refer to as the legacy card. So in other words, in 10 years' time, when people think back to you in this moment, what are they going to think? What is the memory? Where's the memory card? What are they going to think? When people let their imaginations go wild, when they remember you, when they think about you, what will they think? What is the legacy that you're leaving behind? Is it a legacy of no change? Sticking with the same old, doing things the same way for 100 years, never embracing technology, never adapting to modern world situations? Is that the legacy that you're leaving behind? Or is your legacy that you're leaving behind one where you were constantly re-evaluating and coming up with new methods and new processes and new ideas? Is that the legacy that you want to be leaving behind? I really hope so, because the truth of the matter is the legacy that you're leaving behind matters. And over the next 30 days, Aquarius, it's time for you to think about that. Over the next 30 days, it's time for you to become mindful of who you are, what it is you do, how it is you do it, why it is you do it that way. These are all the things that you need to be taking into consideration. All right, I'm going to grab another oracle as oh my gosh, just to continue the story. And Aquarius, it is the card of enlightenment, and it says, let Goddess light fill you. This is the card of enlightenment. What is this saying to you? This is Spirit saying to you that if you use your imagination to change your current reality, to change the focus of your current reality, you will find yourself feeling enlightened, living an enlightened life. You will find yourself suddenly not feeling suffering or experiencing challenge after challenge after challenge, obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. This is Spirit saying to you that if you allow yourself to climb out of your comfort zone, if you allow yourself to try something new, to do something in a different way, if you allow your imagination to take flight, enlightenment is the reward that waits you. Who wouldn't want that, Aquarius? Who wouldn't want that? I know I certainly would want that. All right. I have another tarot deck on the table here in front of me. I'm going to give it a shuffle. The reason why I'm using another entire tarot deck is because if any of the cards that we've already used want to come up again, we're sort of saying, sure, you know, come. We're not resisting. We're not limiting or anything like that. While I'm shuffling, though, Aquarius, I have a very specific question that I am asking. But before I get to that, I want to just talk about this enlightenment a little bit more, because what does the word actually mean? So if somebody is enlightened, what are we actually saying about them? What does that say about them? So enlightened means to have truth. Enlightened means to have the information that is the truth. And we all like to think that we are enlightened. We all like to think that we know what's going on in the world, what's going on in our lives, in the lives of our family, in the lives of our friends. We like to think that we're enlightened, but are we really? Are we, or let me slow down a bit, or are we basing our our thoughts and on ego, on what we suspect is the truth. So are we truly enlightened, or is it false enlightenment? I feel like it's important that we make that differentiation, because you know what, Aquarius, this is your life. We're looking at the next 30 days in your life. You have been struggling. You've been clearly battling with things. And maybe life's just become this monotonous kind of hell, you know? Maybe there is no excitement. Maybe there is no passion. Maybe there is nothing that truly speaks to your soul. And this is why this particular message is so important, because this is Spirit saying to you, you deserve to have a better life. A life that is full of enlightenment, of truth, of understanding. But if you don't change the way that you are operating, if you don't change the way that you are living your life, you're never going to reach that point of enlightenment. And how do we reach that point of enlightenment? By allowing our imagination. And I want to read the key words across the bottom. Let your dreams take flight. Give yourself permission to want something more than what you have right now. Okay. The other tarot deck is shuffled, and I have laid it out here on the table in front of me. The question I was asking there, and it's a very important question. We understand now that Spirit is saying it's time for you to change your processes, to change what you do, how you do, why you do, to reinvent things, to come up with new strategies, to come up with new ways so that you can be enlightened. But the real question we have to ask here, Aquarius, is why? Why is this so important? Why do you need to do all of these things? And the first card that I have drawn for you here is the card of integrity. Now, I mean, isn't this card just fabulous? First of all, we have got youth, we've got parent, we've got lion, and we've got the Egyptian eye of Horus and eye of, oh, I forget what the other one is. And it's integrity. What is integrity? I mean, Spirit giving you such big words. We've got enlightenment, now we've got integrity. So this is, first of all, in traditional tarot, this would be the King of Wands. And if we look at that lion, he is the king of the jungle. He doesn't try to be anybody that he's not. He doesn't try to impress anybody. He has his rules, he has his dominion, he has his kingdom, and he protects that kingdom at all costs, but he also allows himself to eat first. He doesn't catch the food and then sit back and say, oh, children and wife and children, you guys eat first. He's like, I will eat first, because if I'm not strong, how can I protect you? That's his integrity, okay? I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I am saying is, what is your integrity, Aquarius? So the question we were asking is, why is it important? Why is it important for you to allow your imagination and for your dreams to take flight? Why is it important for you to gain the information and the understanding that is called enlightenment? Why is it important that you change your reality? Well, it's so that you can live a life with integrity, a life of integrity, because clearly you are not at the moment. When I look at the tarot cards that we drew first, the first one I drew, if you recall, was the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is the card of reminiscing. It's the card of memories. It's the card of living in the past, if I can put it that way. And if I put that with integrity, immediately it brings to the question of why am I living in the past? Why am I doing things the same ways they've always been done for 100 years? Why am I not adapting? Why am I not modernizing? Why am I not using my imagination to find stronger and better ways of doing the same thing? Why? Because you're not living your life with integrity. You're living your life based on other people's rules, other people's methods, other people's structures. Not everybody is a lion. Okay? Not everybody's going to live their life by that set of rules. You have to adapt. You are human. And to human is to make mistakes. To human is to err. We have technology. We have many, many, many things that are on our side that help us to make our lives easier and simpler. So why is it then that your life is still so complicated? Next tarot card. Look at this one. This is your old skin, okay? This is your old skin. It is literally cracking open, and look at the young face that is emerging, that is coming out of the old skin. This is Spirit saying to you, it's time for you to refresh. It's time for you to let go of the old mask. It's time for you to set your imagination free. Your imagination is that young face that is coming out of the old skin. But that's not possible if you don't use your imagination. Do you understand, Aquarius? You've got to set your dreams alight. Let your dreams take flight. Let your dreams be real. Let them be true. Understand that enlightenment comes when you have the courage and the confidence to refresh. The courage and the confidence to take stock of where you are in this moment. To take stock of what you're doing in this moment. To ask yourself, am I doing it in a way that serves me? Is my old skin helping me, or should I refresh myself and let the fresh, youthful face come out? Please, no actual tearing of faces, okay, Aquarius? Just making a public service announcement, okay? You need to be living your life with integrity always. Always. It is so important, Aquarius. And clearly, the message for you right now is that the last couple of days, weeks, months, possibly even years, you have not done so. The last couple of days, weeks, months, and years, all you've done is lived in the past, stuck in the same way, doing the same things. And you know what? It's obviously working for you, but is it? But is it? I don't think so. When we've got integrity coming through, you might have convinced yourself that you're happy. You might have convinced yourself that everything is okay. Remember, I said to you that this card had come up so many times in so many different zodiac readings. The Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is the card of waiting for the right moment. This is the card of understanding timing is everything. And I'm here today, Aquarius, to tell you that the time is right now for you to shake things up a little bit, to make some changes, to allow yourself, allow your imagination to set free so that you can be enlightened, so that you can live the life that you deserve and the life that you want. I'm taking another off the tarot. So this is card 11, okay? The key word is scrutiny. There we go. The camera has focused. Try and follow one of those lines going around that eye. And can you see, like, that they're all different themes and different colors and different everythings, okay? How many are there? I don't know how many there are. I can't actually count them. I wanted to try and count them, but I can't, okay? I'm trying to scrutinize it and I'm failing. Why? Because I have no imagination. All right, Aquarius, this is card 11 of the Grey, and Grey is the suit of swords. So 11 in swords would be the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about making sure that you look at things, that you scrutinize things in detail to gain understanding, to gain comprehension, to see things for what they are, for how they are, so that you can make the adjustments and changes that are needed. Scrutiny is about learning. It's about adaptation. It's about gaining enlightenment into a situation so that you can operate with integrity as you refresh and bring new life to what is already a dull existence. Oh wow. So Aquarius, that's a very, very interesting reading for you. The next 30 days are not about looking externally and looking at other people and, you know, wondering why that person, how come, you know, let's not do that. The next 30 days for you is about inward. It's about looking at yourself. It's about looking at your own circumstance, looking at your own reality and asking yourself, am I doing things the way I'm doing it because it's what everybody expects of me, because it's just what I've been told, it's because what's in front of me, or can I come up with new, better and improved ways of doing things so that I am happy? And by I mean you, okay? These are the things that you need to be asking yourself. Are you living your life with integrity? Are you living your life in a way that actually pleases your soul, or are you just a robot going through the motions? Set your imagination free. Become enlightened being. An enlightened being is someone who has the answers. You're only going to get the answers by scrutinizing. And you're certainly not going to get the answers by living in the past. All right. Much love and many blessings to you, Aquarius. I do hope that the next 30 days are just fabulously wonderful for you. Sending so much love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.